I thanked Italy very strongly for its leading role in the coalition against ISIL. After the United States, Italy is the second largest contributor of forces in Iraq. Italian forces are helping to stabilize cities through its training of police after they are liberated from ISIL. The start of Iraqi operations to liberate Mosul is another major step forward. Mosul, as many of you know, is Iraq's second largest city, and ISIL has been entrenched there for more than 2 years. Perhaps 1 million civilians are still living there. And so in addition to rooting out ISIL, our focus jointly is on the safety and the humanitarian aid for civilians who are escaping the fight. That's going to be a top priority for both our governments. Mosul will be a difficult fight, and there will be advances and there will be setbacks, but I am confident that just as ISIL's been defeated in communities across Iraq, ISIL will be defeated in Mosul as well, and that will be another step towards their ultimate destruction. Meanwhile, Italy continues to be one of our strongest counterterrorism partners as we work together to prevent terrorist attacks in our countries. More broadly, we agreed to continue our strong support of the Libyan government of national accord, which, as we've seen in recent days, continues to face challenges to its authority. Italy provided critical diplomatic support to Libya's efforts to forge the government. Together, we intend to continue to support the government of national accord as it works to eject ISIL from Libya, provide stability and services throughout the country. And as ISIL tries to expand its presence in Afghanistan, Italy continues to play a vital role as we train and assist Afghan forces and support Afghan development. We discussed the continued need for strong, coordinated responses to the largest migrant and refugee crisis in Europe since World War II. As the leader of EU's naval operations in the Mediterranean, Italy and its partners have helped to save hundreds of thousands of lives. As NATO agreed in Warsaw, the alliance is moving ahead with plans to increase its support of these EU operations. And Matteo, I want to commend you and the Italian people. The leadership in Europe that you have shown as an eloquent voice for a collective, orderly, and humane response to this crisis is in keeping with our values and our shared commitment to human dignity. And finally, the past 2 weeks have been a powerful reminder that when our countries work together, we can leave the world a little bit better than we found it. Because the United States and Italy joined with other nations across the globe, we've brought the Paris Agreement on climate change into force. We reached an agreement to limit aviation emissions, and through the Montreal Protocol, nearly 200 nations just this past week agreed to phase down production and consumption of dangerous hydrofluorocarbons, which are an enormous contributor to greenhouse gases and a major step towards achieving the goals that we set in Paris. Meanwhile, Italy continues to be a strong partner for development, especially to combat hunger and malnutrition around the world. So, once again, Matteo, thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your partnership. I could not ask for a better partner, and the American people could not ask for a better friend and ally than Italy. So, grazie.
In terms of our international policies, the Italian agenda is in agreement with the American agenda. We are thoroughly convinced of the need to affirm values of being able to live together, of being civil throughout the world. That's why we commit ourselves to work with the international coalition in all theaters, starting in Iraq, in Mosul, where Italian troops are supporting an operation to save the dam in Mosul. And we believe that it's fundamental, it's crucial not to succumb to the culture of fear. In the future, we cannot
ma se c'è una grande eredità del sogno americano è che il futuro è un luogo meraviglioso
dove andare, dove incamminarsi. Recentemente tante polemiche sulla innovazione e la tecnologia hanno portato a considerare il futuro una minaccia. Io sono certo che i valori degli Stati Uniti e dell'Italia, mai così forti come adesso, potranno aiutare in particolar modo le nuove generazioni a considerare il futuro non solo come una minaccia, ma anche come una grande opportunità. E per tutti questi motivi l'agenda che oggi gli Stati Uniti ci hanno presentato è un'agenda che condividiamo e sulla quale continueremo a lavorare insieme. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much, Mr. President.